Hello everyone. So welcome back to my channel. This is the AWS Zero to Master series, and basically, as you know, we are focusing on the AWS cloud services. And in a for last few sessions, we learn about the EC2 concept, including the EC2 template, AMIs, and other parameters. So along with it, in the today's session, we are going to be see about the Elastic IP, and we will see why we need to be create a Elastic IP on the AWS console. So let us begin. So Elastic IP means nothing but it's a static public IP. So providing by AWS on the console level, we can reserve that some IPs, some public IPs, so that we can use it very constantly if we require any kind of public IP. So like one thing we need to be noticed, like when we are creating a elastic IP, so AWS will be charge you for each IP, so it will be reserved for you. So like until unless if you are releasing this IP, those IP will be like considering for under you only. So we can assign those elastic IP under that ENI or ENI means elastic network interface or that instance level. So we will see that in an elaborative way that ENI in the upcoming session. So we'll try to switch into the console and we'll see how it will be work on the AWS console level. So this is the one of the server running on the AWS. So this is the public IP address, and inside the EC2, I have been like installed on that HTTPD service. So if you can see HTTP protocol with the port number, you can see I can get that the response from the HTTPD server. So basically, this public IP address we are getting based on the like one sec. So this public IP address under the instance summary, we are getting based on the subnet configuration. So let us open the networking console. So we will see some basics about that how we can enable that this option. So this is this EC2 instance configured under this subnet. So if I can click on the subnet, it will be redirected to that VPC. So don't worry about that. The VPC section, I'll take you in that next section once we complete the EC2 and other topics. So here you can see there is the like subnet providing that private IP for us. So if I can just action and edit the subnet setting, here you can see one of the option enable auto assign public IP address. So basically, once we enable this option, whenever we are deploying the instance under the subnet, it will be assigned to one of the public IP address from the AWS. So if you are disabling, the public IP address will not be assigned. So coming to that console, so this is the way we are getting that IP address, public and the private IP address from the subnet and the VPC level. So using that address, we can like get the content also right now. So what we are going to do, we are going to be stop the instance and we'll try to start what will happen in that after the start the after like a powered off and powered on the instance. So I'm just stopping the instance. So it will take a few seconds to complete that the process. Then we will try to start the instance. So in the meantime, we will try to create a one elastic IP. So then we'll see like how we can associate those IP into that machine. So first I'll just to start the instance. So click on the start. So in the meantime, go to that under the network and security, just to click on the elastic IP. So here you can see I don't have any elastic IP at this moment. Just allocate that elastic IP, and here we can create that elastic IP in a like zone level, not a sorry, like region level, not a zone. Like we are going to be create under the ES East to 1A, so we can use it either A, B, C, any of the availability zone. So basically, these IP we are getting from that Amazon IP pool. There are another option also there. I'll just explain you on that upcoming session. So apart from that, I'm not going to be changing anything. I'm just creating that IP. So once we creating the IP, like we can get one of the IP. This is the like a static IP. Until unless we release this IP, it will be assigned for us. So we can associate wherever we want. So basically, you can see if I click on that this details, like we can see that this is not assigned with any of the instance and network interface also we didn't assign. This is just a creator. So now we will try to attach those elastic IP into the instance. Now you can see the IP address is 172.31.16.254. Earlier it was 34.230.70.21. So if I'm just trying to access that existing IP, it will not work. Since the reason behind the IP address, public IP address, sorry, public IP address, this is the public. Now you can see 3.93.162.158. So the old IP address will not be work without trying to access with a new public IP. So I'm just trying to access with a new IP. Now you can see that with a new IP only I can able to access. So to overcome the issue, what we are going to do, we are going to attach this IP, Elastic IP to that particular instance. So if you are restarting or sorry, if you are stopping or terminating the instance, still we can have a public IP. So to do that, just to select that Elastic IP under the Elastic IP span. Just to click on the like yeah. Now you can see just to click on that Elastic IP and just to click on that action, you can see associate the Elastic IP. So if I'm click on this option, whether we are going to allocate that instance or network, like if you are associating with the existing instance with any Elastic IP has been assigned, that will be released from those interface or something. So I'm just going to be attached with the network interface. So don't worry about that. In the next session, I'll take you about that NIC network interface on the EC2 level. So this is the one we have the ENI running on that in North Virginia. So if I'm just opening that secondary tab on the EC2 console. So EC2 instance. Just click on that instance. So network. So you can see here we can get the ENI details. So the ENI is ECB. That is the ENI name. So you can see that ECB. So and just once I click on that ENI, so whatever the private IP assigned under that ENI, we can get it. The private IP is 244. You can see the 244 should be reflected here also. I'm just going to the page. There is the 244. So if I'm just to associate this IP to that particular EC2, again what will happen? If I'm just refreshing this page, this IP will be gone and we will get that new Elastic IP, which is the one we created on the Elastic IP. So I'm just going to be refresh. Yeah, now you can see the IP address has been modified and changed. This is the IP we are getting based on the Elastic. So in a future case, if I'm just rebooting the machine or if I'm just terminating the machine, still I can use this IP in case if you are using this IP from any application server or anything, you will not lose this IP. Still you can use the those IP whatever happen on that. So this is the way we can attach that one of the Elastic IP to that ENI. So to release the IP from that existing NIC or instance, you can see this was associated with this instance and that private IP and the network interface. So to release this IP from this network interface, we can do that disassociate the Elastic IP address. So just to click on that. So if I'm just to click on the disassociate, that IP address will be again will be changed on the EC2 instance level. It will be get the one of the public IP address. So you can see the address has been changed, and now we are getting the IP address from the subnet level. So this is the way we can assign and this is the IP address. So if you need to be released the IP address, it will be released from you. So you will not get that this IP once you release the IP address. So be sure about that before releasing the IP. So if you are using this IP from your environment for that application or any critical server, be sure about that before release the IP. So just click on the release IP. So that's it. So that's all about the today's session. So this is the way we can create and we can attach the Elastic IP and we can disassociate the Elastic IP. So that's all about the today's session. So once again, thanks for watching my channel and we'll see you in the next session.